that truck's carrying a load of rocks. I'm kind of thinking that's one of the newer AI vehicles. And speaking of rocks, why did they decide to become, a rock right in my way? I don't know. Hi, I'm Patrick, and in this video, I'm here in Monroe, Louisiana. It's Thursday on the 4th week of the Realistic Economy series, and I've just picked up a load of insulating panels that are headed down to Lafayette. And they're paying me $800 for this job, so I think I'll get on the road. Got to start the day with that ridiculous message. Well, like I said, it is Thursday, and week 4 is almost over already. And tomorrow, in tomorrow's episode, which will of course be 2 days from now, we'll be headed back towards home base in New Orleans. I'm not sure where I'm going to end up today, but well, we'll just have to see as we go. In the last video, I did fill up the fuel tanks and did some maintenance on the truck, new tires all the way around. So it's ready to go. One thing I do need is a screenshot. I think I'll do that right up here. Yeah, right about here. All right, well, I got the screenshot taken care of. I can use that in the thumbnail if I want to. Now that I think about it, this would have been a nicer place to take that, but oh well. So, like I said, this first job is paying $800. Hoping to take at least a couple more. We'll see how that works. Make sure nobody's over there. Need to slow down a little here. Hitting the rumble strip, sending the steering wheel vibrating like crazy there. And I've decided to just leave the microphone running. That way I don't have to worry about accidentally losing all the audio of me speaking, like I did in the last 2 or 3 videos. That was kind of annoying. Mostly it didn't matter, but one time, like 5 minutes was completely erased. That was, like I said, kind of annoying. Kind of like that rumble strip. But anyway. Some well-maintained grass over there on the right. I'd hate to be out there mowing and alligator decide to pop up. Looks like we got a little RV park over here to the right. Never noticed that before, but that was what that was, it looked like. And the speed limit's dropping. And I think AI traffic's going to make me have to slow down too. You know, I need to keep my eyes on the road. Put out a short video from one of the videos where I turned to look at the mirror, and when I looked back, there was a car stopping right in front of me, and I swerved to miss it. And I got several downvotes on that video. So apparently people don't like being told not to be distracted while you're driving, so... What's kind of funny is yesterday I was going to a store and I was on the street about to turn into the parking lot. And, you know, if you've ever turned into a parking lot, you know it can be kind of flattening. Because parking lots are flat, never mind. There was a car about to turn out of the parking lot, and what did they do? They decided to just go ahead and turn and pull out of the parking lot right in front of me. And I was watching where I was going, and I was also watching where they were going, so I managed to stop before I got hit. But they also stopped and let me go ahead and turn, although they were already blocking one lane of traffic while I was doing that. And they had a look on their face like, what is going on? And I was thinking, well, we're kind of not paying attention to traffic in both directions. But, you know, I didn't honk a horn or anything. I just sat there and moved on with my life, and they moved on with theirs. And, you know, you don't have to honk your horn every time something goes wrong on the road. Of course, if you do, it might sound something like this. Well, this horn sounds like that anyway. That truck... I thought that truck was going to try to... yeah, they got over. When you see a car emerging and they've got their light on to get in the lane you're in, you know, it's just good manners to get over and let them in. I mean, what good does it do you to make somebody's day harder? There's some life advice for you. There's no point in making someone else's day harder. I mean, what can it possibly get you? I thought I was going to be able to pass that box truck, but I guess not. And obviously this is a World of Trucks job, so I'm limited to 65, so I'm 10 under the limit, and everybody's just going to fly around me. I kind of understand why there's a speed limiter on World of Trucks events, but it's not really a competition, so the reasoning that I've always heard doesn't really make sense. I mean, getting back to the lesson of the day, what good does it do to limit somebody's speed when World of Trucks jobs aren't really a competition? They're just jobs that everybody can take. I don't understand. Maybe there's a reason that I haven't heard that would make more sense. That truck's carrying a load of rocks. I'm kind of thinking that's one of the newer AI vehicles. And speaking of rocks, why did they decide to become a rock right in my way? I don't know. I guess they were stopping to let merging traffic merge, which makes no sense. Why wouldn't they get over in the left lane if they were going to let merging traffic merge? And by the way, the merging traffic is supposed to yield to the traffic on the highway. I say as 5 minutes ago I didn't do that. But I didn't do that because I know in ATS and ETS2, the AI traffic always expects merging traffic to merge. But that's fine. Sometimes we just have to remember that it's just a game. It's not real. And like I said, it's not a competitive game. It's not like, it's not like we're getting or losing points. Well, the light's green. Will I make it before it turns red? Yes. I mean, it turned yellow, but... well, I took that turn a little too fast. None of the insulating panels fell off, though. I have a feeling that's just a foam board and probably isn't all that heavy, although I don't know. It may be some of that kind of dense foam that is pretty heavy. I don't know. All I know is it's not forklifts. I was actually going to do a job carrying forklifts for the first job, but that job got away, so... which is kind of sad because it would have paid out like over $1,000 and was also coming to Lafayette. But that job disappeared before I could get it done, so... here we are with foam boards for $800. Waiting at a red light. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Every time. This would have been a good place to put a turn lane, but there's not really room because there's a parking lot right there. Especially since it's kind of a sharp turn right here. But the drop-off is just right down the street here. Now, usually I turn in at the first turn in, and I missed that one. Wasn't really thinking about it, and probably have to end up turning around to get into a parking spot, but let's see where to park. Actually, this may work out fine. Let me turn that off. Yeah, this will actually be fine. That's kind of a surprise, a real nice surprise. Just have to avoid hitting that forklift. Can I do it? I think I can do it. Also got to get it beside that ramp, which I think I've done. I think I've done it. Yeah. Let me put my window up and then we'll see what we get. Of course, I already know it's going to be a little over 800, 803. And as far as the XP, not a lot, but, you know, not bad. Let me go see if I can find another job. All right, well, I got a job right here in Lafayette, just going right across town, carrying a load of shingles. And from there, I'm hoping to get another job going somewhere out of town, but we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and get back on the road. Like I said, it's just right down the road, less than 6 miles, it says on the thing up there at the top. Of course, traffic on this street is always pretty heavy when I'm trying to get out, but well, there's a red car coming, and I think after it, I'll be clear to pull on out. Boudreaux says it's clear, so here we go. There's some guys, they're always standing there, even when the rain's out, or when the sun's out, when the rain's pouring. All the time, they're just standing there, shuffling around, talking. Who knows what they're saying? Probably talking about how this light always turns red just when I get to it. Is that place with long rectangular building there. Wind's blowing outside my window right now. Been windy all day here. Not very windy in the game, though. Sun's shining, lights turning green. A good day to haul some shingles. I guess they thought it was a good day to haul some pipes. I just realized that didn't have a blocker over it. I wonder if that's a hidden road or if it's just a, sometimes they just don't put the X's over it and you think, oh, it's a hidden road. And you turn to go into it and bump your nose on it. was almost about to take a job down to Lake Charles, see the sign up there on the overpass. And I think the job I was about to take actually starts where I'm taking these shingles. So if it does, and that job's still available, the next job out of here might be going to Lake Charles. There was also a job going to New Orleans that was $1,000, but guess what it was? Forklifts. Sorry, my head tracker, I was trying to get close to the microphone, and, oh well. Right now, I'm just kind of hoping I get through this light before it turns red, and I did, so that's good. Alright, well, that turn is always kind of tight getting around there. You have to kind of go all the way out to make it, but I don't think I hit anything, so oh well. Here we are. Got to stop this gate here. There's nobody here, but wait, is there somebody over here? No. Nobody there. Oh, this is always a miserable place to park because there's not enough room over on the left and you have to kind of make a tight turn. But let's see where they want it parked. Right in the middle. Of course. Right in the middle. Why would it not be right in the middle? But we'll see what we can do here. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is turn off the head tracking so I can zoom into here. I'm also going to push this button right here, which we may be able to see the far rear axle on the trailer go up. And now I'm going to try to back in. And I think that's going to work. I think that is going to work, but I'm not sure. No, it is not going to work. But it is going to be close. So, just a little adjustment right here. Because for some reason they do want me to back this up to a loading dock. They can put a dock plate over to the trailer, I guess. If I can get it straight. I don't think I can get it straight. I'm gonna have to make some bigger adjustments here. Yeah, I really don't know that the lift axle does any good for making these sharper turns. But, well, we got it in anyway. Just gotta back it on up to the dock. And wait for the bump. Alright. Didn't even feel the bump. Did it so gentle. So let's see what we get here. Should be about 300. 322. Not bad. Not very many XP points because it was so short. Let me go see if I can find another job. Alright, well, I did get that job going to Lake Charles. It's going to be a short one, but it's carrying scaffolding. It's only paying about $357, but not too bad. So let's get going. Yeah, it's, well, 59 miles, not too bad. I don't have to stop at that thing. Go right on by it. And you don't have to stop at the gate on the way out. Well, you have to stop, let it go up, but you don't have to actually do a check with the, you know, nobody. Red truck. Alright. Alright, I think it's clear. Oh, well, the cross-traffic light just turned green, so I'm going to have to sit and wait for it. But that's fine. That'll give me a chance to take a drink of water. Because you always have to stay hydrated. And there we go. And this is a sharp corner, but it's displaced back far enough that it shouldn't be a problem. No, that's fine. Look at that tree growing over the highway there. Got some moss hanging down. Green moss, not that gray stuff that you see so much on the trees down here. Looking at the fuel gauge, I'm doing fine, so no need to stop for that. I did that in the last job, or last day, so that's fine. And we are going to Lake Charles, technically, but it's going to be basically right on the state line, north of the city, northwest. This was not the job I was planning to take. The one I was planning to take would have actually gone down to Cameron, which is also classified as Lake Charles, but it's definitely in the town of Cameron. But it turns out that job that I had looked at was from the other side of Lafayette, so took this job. It's not very far. And you can see we're already down to 53 miles left, so it's pretty much a straight shot to it. I hit the microphone. That probably made a sound. That's one of the downsides of keeping the microphone turned on instead of using push to talk is it picks up all kinds of sounds, and I have to cut those out. I'll probably leave that one in. Also, I want to get a screenshot over here. You know, it's kind of weird thinking of scaffolding as being made out of metal. I know in the real world it is, but I use so much in Minecraft that's made out of bamboo that I, you know, kind of forget. But anyway. Yep, evil bamboo. Stuff's evil. I don't know if you know that. You want to know why it's evil? Because, well, somebody might give it to you saying, hey, this will make a good plant to you can grow it along your fence line and it'll be a privacy screen. Or you can put it in your garden, it'll be a nice little thing, decorative plant. Yeah, and then 5 years later, it's growing up through your floorboards. You gotta be careful. And they sell the stuff, or at least they used to just sell the stuff without really telling you what you were getting. There are types of bamboo that don't do that. Or so I've been told. It's like we're crossing the river here. I'm not sure what the name of this river is. If future me can remember, future Patrick might remember to put the name on the screen, maybe? Possibly? We'll see. Of course, if I have time and take a job out of here, we might get to see it on the way out anyway. So, we'll just have to wait and find out. I mean, for you, you don't have to wait. It's already happened for you. I'm waiting for future Patrick to come into existence. I hear a train coming. Must be coming around a bend. But hey, I'm not in Folsom Prison, so I'm seeing sunshine right now in the game. Oh, I found the train. That kind of left me hanging out. Oh, it's a UP train, car carrier, and an intermodal. Even had some graffiti on it. Well, it looks like the cross traffic's just about to get their green light, so it's going to be a few minutes. That train got me thinking. A lot of people always suggest, if you're going to get into model trains, to go to your local hobby shop. You know, go to your small business. I don't have a local hobby shop. I don't know that there's ever been one anywhere around where I live. It would be an hour drive to find one. At that point, it's easier for me to just wait. And if you watch carefully and you just keep an eye out, you can find some deals on Amazon. You can find some deals on the big online store. You know, the one that's named after a river in South America. I said South America. Quit thinking Rio Grande. I mean, that's in the southern part of the United States of America, but that's still in North America. The river in South America. No, don't start naming off rivers in Chile and Argentina. You know the one I'm talking about. That's right. PanamaCanal.com. That's not a river, it's a canal. Actually, it used to be a series of lakes. What are we waiting for? Hold on. I have a bad feeling I'm going to have to reset the traffic. Yep. So, tell you what, when it turns green again, if they don't start moving, I'll reset the traffic. Until then, we'll just sit and wait. But hopefully that was just a mistake. And when it turns green, the cars up front will actually start moving. But this happens every now and then. The AI traffic just forgets to do AI traffic stuff. Yeah, they're not moving. So all right, well, one quick traffic reset later, and yeah, that happened in real time in front of you, so you saw what I did. The other option would be to save the game and then reload the game, and I mean that's a thing that you can do. And a lot of people do it. In fact, I know I watched a video just the other day where that was what they did. And that's the way that is usually recommended. Let's see where to park. Okay, well, that's an interesting parking spot. Okay. Oh, I've parked on a spot like this before where a guy was standing there watching me. Hope they pay those guys a lot of money. Also, I noticed that after I dropped off the load earlier, the rear axle automatically reset, even though I have automatic drop turned off. But, oh well. Let's see what we get. And I didn't hit that guy, so he gets another day to get another paycheck. All right. I was really hoping to be able to get to level 10 today, but maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to see if I can find another job. All right. Well, one more quick job back to Lafayette. carrying these cargo containers. So let's get back on the road. Don't have a lot of time. It's 6 o'clock. This job's going to take nearly an hour and a half. So, got to hope that all the lights are green to get this dropped off before 8 p.m., which is when my time on the road ends. I think I'll make it though. But may violate a few safety rules along the way. We'll see. Green light. So far it's working out just fine. Yield sign. Traffic is stopped. My head tracking made me think I was going off the road, but I wasn't. Oh. Well, we got our first red light, and we got a train track. Traffic cleared out enough that I can pull on in. I think I'm over the track. I need to take a screenshot. Oh yeah, I'm right over the track, so no problem. There we go. Green light. Of course, the estimated time of arrival is no longer on the route advisor, but the estimated time to arrive is there. And it's still looking under 7:30. That's good. Yeah, it was still yellow, and there wasn't anybody coming, so yeah, I just count that as a violated safety rule. I didn't see a sign saying what this river was. Maybe there's one right here. What does that say? Oh, 19 foot 9 inches. Yeah, I think I'm under that. Yeah, I have no idea what river that is. Oh, well. It's all in the hands of future Patrick. And this is another short job that's not paying much, over $300. But, you know, gets back to what I've been saying the last several videos, is you can take a couple really long jobs, or you can take several short jobs. And they usually end up adding up to about the same amount of income. Just got the warning that they're expecting this delivery. Now, I don't know if they still do, but used to, if you were running a little bit behind, A few minutes before the job was due, music would start playing. But I'm pretty sure I have the volume turned down on the music. So that probably won't happen. And that, on one hand, that kind of makes me sad, and on the other hand, I'm worried that that music could be copyright struck. And even though I'm not monetized, that would be annoying. But anyway, yeah, it's going to be around 7:30 when I get there. I'll just sleep in the truck tonight, like I always do, and when they get it unloaded, they'll probably knock on the door and wake me up and tell me to move, but I'll be off the clock by then and can use, I guess, personal conveyance time if I need to get off the lot. Or they may let me sleep there. You know, it's creative storytelling, and it can be whatever I say it is. Anything coming? There is. But, yeah. And they didn't even stop to let me merge. Yeah, traffic can be so unpredictable sometimes. Earlier I was talking about how they always stop to let the merging traffic merge. And here they just didn't do that at all. The inconsistency, a little annoying. And we're stuck at a red light. There it goes. Okay. Well, as soon as I complain, this squeaky wheel gets the grease. As soon as I complain, the light turned green. I guess that works. And here we are at nearly 7:30, and that guy is still throwing boxes in that dumpster. And he'll be there all night. I did hear the train earlier. That street doesn't look closed off. That's interesting. I've never been here. That's also interesting. And Boudreaux's nose is blocking my vision, so I don't know if I'm hitting that fence while I'm seeing where to park. Interesting. Again. What's also interesting is this reminds me a lot of a place I parked at in Greece a while back. I'm not sure. Let me check on something. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn over here. going to back over here. Time is ticking down. Will I make this delivery in time? Oh yeah, of course I will. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to turn here and kind of straighten the trailer up right here. And now I can back it right on in. The last time I did this, like I said, was in Greece. It was so dark I just took the easy parking. But this time there's enough daylight and I've got enough time to get this thing in. So I'm just going to back it on up. Might be a little too far to the right. I am too far to the right. But that's fine. I'll just make a slight adjustment. Pull it in. There we go. Let's see what we get. All right, another $314, so not bad. Well, that's going to be all for Thursday. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.